What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C.
Hey, I'm here too.
That's Smoking Ant B, my own personal hot commodity. And today we're covering WWE Monday Night Raw for November 3rd, 2025, live in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. And we kick off Raw with the new World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. He won the title, defeating Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event. And he starts off Raw saying that he needs to first thank his smart, tough wife, AJ Lee. He goes on to thank Jey Uso for a hard fight. And he says going forward, he hopes that he and Jey can be friends, but if not, that's okay. I came here to make money and win championships. He doesn't care about friends. He goes on to talk about how he held the title for like 3 minutes at SummerSlam, and that means that he needs to hold this title tight to his chest. There's no snake in the grass named Seth Rollins anymore. He does wish Rollins a speedy recovery and says, if you get in my business, I'll put you back on the couch. He says, I know I have a target on me, but if I'm not in the best in the world on any day, I could lose this title. There's a lot of people I want to punch in the face, including the Vision. Anybody who earned the championship, you can get in line because the champ is here. And then Logan Paul comes out and Punk says, anybody but you. I don't want anything to do with your famous for nothing ass. Ilya's having an open challenge. That's more your lane. And then Paul says, he said, anyone, I am 1,000% horsepower Ferrari that no one can afford. You're a used Honda Civic. I've been in the ring with them all. If anyone has earned a shot, you know it's me. And then Paul Heyman and the Vision come out, and Paul says, we are going to walk down to that ring. I see a bitch without an owner. That's for you, Mr. YouTube. He and then he goes on to say that the number one contendership spot belongs to the man who beat the OTC, Bronson Reed. It belongs to the front of the line belongs to the future WrestleMania Braun Breaker. And he goes on to say that Punk lost the title at SummerSlam. You're at the wrong place for a long time. Get to step in. And then Logan Paul says, newsflash, you snooze, you lose. I was here first. Braun gets in Paul's face. They have an exchange of words, and basically the Vision attack Logan Paul and CM Punk. But Punk makes the save with chair shots. However, Bronson Reed's able to land a tsunami to Logan Paul. Crazy segment. It's like a 20-minute segment to open Raw here. We see Logan Paul confronting CM Punk, the Vision confronting CM Punk, and then the Vision basically laying out Logan Paul. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought, it was a pretty good opener. I was excited because I kind of thought that maybe Logan Paul was going to be turned face, which he still could at this point. We don't know. But I don't know. I'd just be kind of curious to see how he does the face. But I thought we were going to get a tag team with maybe Punk and Logan, but that didn't happen. So,
Well, it's interesting because when they like were basically threatening him to get out of the ring, he does like he leaves, and then Breaker pushes him,
yeah,
and then he gets beat up. And we'll talk more about that later. But
yeah.
I feel I was on the same page as you were. I thought, he's gonna come out. They're gonna do a tag match. He's gonna turn baby. I thought this was a babyface turn here.
Yeah.
Next, we see the WWE World Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella taking on Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel drops Stephanie Vaquer across the apron, nose first, and then Roxanne hits Pop Rocks and Nikki Bella, and the Judgment Day get a victory here. But really, they didn't beat the world champion, so it's not much. We do see Nikki Bella go backstage to Stephanie Vaquer later on the night and apologize for everything. And Stephanie was like, no, you're great. It's fine.
All
What do you
right.
think?
This is my prediction. I have a theory.
Okay.
I think that Nikki is going to turn heel
Okay.
because Stephanie was like, "You're Nikki Bella. You're great. Don't think like that." She was like, "I messed it up. I messed it up." I don't. She said, "Well, I don't know what I'm doing here. I can't hang pretty much with the new girls on the roster and do all the stuff they can do." And she kept telling her, "You're great." I think it's going to go to her head. She's going to turn heel. be a bitch. And right when she's about to do something nasty to somebody, I think Brie is going to come in and come back and put her in her place.
Okay, they could do that. I could definitely see that happening. She even mentioned Bryan Danielson on her podcast. Did you hear about that? She brought up the fact that he helps her, gives her ideas, and will tell her matches to watch. And the women backstage like, "Oh, that's so cool that he does that for you." So
she said that on Raw.
Not on Raw, but she said it on her podcast.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, he's not really doing great at the help, but next we see Penta. He defeats El Grande Americano, and Grande has Bravo and Rio, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Penta gets the win after the referee kicks out Rio and Ao, and Penta lands a Mexican Destroyer to defeat El Grande Americano. My thing is, what's next for El Grande? Like, the storyline's really going nowhere.
Yeah.
He lost here clean to Penta, so clearly Penta hopefully is done with this. But what do you think is next? 'Cause we know it's Ludwig Kaiser under the mask.
Yeah, that's the other thing that makes it lackluster is that when it was Chad Gable, it's like we knew it was Chad Gable, but we're matching up his tattoos and really making sure because he did a good job of giving us doubt. But it's like Ludwig Kaiser comes out he doesn't play it up at all. We know it's him. There's who cares if his mask gets ripped off? We know who it is. It just turned very boring. And
Ludwig,
I don't get what they're doing with it.
He's dating one of the Spanish correspondents for WWE.
Yes, I saw that. It's not tippy time no more in his pants.
It's hola amigo time. Moving on, WWE Intercontinental Champion Dominik Mysterio comes out and he says, "Bow down to the King of the Luchadors." So on Saturday. I proved I'm 100% the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. No man on this planet can stop me. And then Rey Mysterio returns. His dad, he's been out I think since before WrestleMania. Hall of Famer, obviously. Ray says, "You look surprised. You can say you're the greatest, but I have to draw the line when you say you're the king of the luchadors. You insult the family name and the blood. You think you're the greatest luchador. What about Eddie Guerrero?" And then Dom's like, "You keep my father's name out of your mouth." He goes, yes, I'm better than him. I'm better than you. And then Ray says, "Disrespect me all you want, but you won't disrespect Lucha Libre." And then Dominik says, "Or what? You're jealous. I made the Mysterio name more relevant than you did. I've surpassed everything you've done. Am I going to have to kick your ass again? Get out of my ring." And then Ray says, "Please understand three things. As long as I'm around, you won't be King of Luchadors. This will never be your ring. And you will never be the greatest Mysterio." And then Dominik tries to attack Ray, but then Ray Hurricane runs Dominik into the ropes and lands a 619. And we're getting, again, Dominik Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio storyline. What do you think that they're doing this again? I mean, they've been doing this now for a long time.
I also have a small theory about this. Now, I have not heard this anywhere. I'm just thinking. Rey Mysterio's time is got to be coming to an end. Okay? So I'm wondering if this is not going to play out till WrestleMania to a retirement match against Dom. Because how heelish would it fucking make Dom if he retired Rey Mysterio?
That's true. But do you think Dom's already...
Unless there's some crazy thing that's going to happen, why play this back again?
That was my point, too, is that, why are they doing it again? What's the reason for it? I understand that he's back.
Also, Ray has beat him, every time.
Exactly. So it's maybe Dominik needs to win. That's maybe
what
why
I'm saying. Yeah.
So then the commentators are talking, and the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch hijacks the show. She stands on the desk, and she says, "I've been going through a lot. I got a hot injured husband at home. I have a crooked referee hell-bound screwing me over." She's talking about that bitch, Jessica Carr. She says, "Maxine Dupree, you survived because you look good, but I'm the best. Train all you want. It will be the last thing you do. Welcome to the big time. So we haven't really seen much of Becky
Yeah, and
since
I'm just like, it's like really of all the people, like, um, I like her and everything. What's her name?
Maxine Dupree.
Maxine, but she doesn't deserve the Intercontinental Championship. Like, there's a lot of what, like, honestly, like I said, like, I would rather meet Chin. Like, she's come so close so many times, and like she's probably wrestles dark matches every night and like really puts it out there. Like Maxine Dupree has been like, like she hasn't done any of that, and I just feel like they should be get like a mid Carter who deserves it should get that title to elevate them. Like
Yeah.
Maxine Dupree is not going to go on to win a women's world championship,
Never
and
know.
neither
They said
is
that
Mi
about Trish
Chin.
Stratus.
Neither is Mi Chin, but it's just I really feel like there's people that deserve it more.
Well, I just don't understand where AJ Lee is. I don't understand what they're doing with
Yeah.
Becky right now. It doesn't really add up.
Even Lyra put in her time. Like I didn't like her a lot in the beginning. She's still not my favorite, but like I'd even
Well, remember
her.
they did the storyline where if she loses, she can't challenge while Becky's champion.
Right. So.
All right, let's move on. We see the Kabuki Warriors defeat Bayley and Lyra Valkyria after Asuka applies the Asuka lock on Lyra. After the match, the Kabuki Warriors continue attacking Bayley and Lyra until the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, come out, and the Kabuki Warriors back off. And clearly, that's an indicator that these four will fight for the titles. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to get some title matches. See, there's probably not going to be. There's going to be less matches at Survivor Series because, they have the big two Survivor Series matches and those run long. So, we still need a couple matches for the card. Plus, there's a main event like a week later. So, yeah, there's there's going to be a lot of pay-per-views coming up.
I'm excited. We see Roxanne Perez telling Dominik Mysterio that he should be in the Judgment Day's corner tonight. And then we get our World Tag Team Champions.
And as they zoom out, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Again, we see a picture of Liv Morgan in the background with the bat she used when she dressed up as Harley Quinn. Mm-hmm. So I think Liv is on her way. I think
Probably.
She is.
She's going to come back soon.
Yeah.
So the World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are defending against the former champions JD McDonagh and Finn Balor. During the match, Dominik distracts the referee. Balor accidentally lands a coup de grace to JD McDonagh. Sheamus then comes out and attacks Dominik on the floor. Balor hits AJ Styles with a shillelagh, but Dragon Lee breaks that up. Styles lands a Styles Clash to JD McDonagh, and Styles and Lee retain the World Tag Team Championships with some help from Sheamus, but Dominik didn't really do much to help them. Do you think he's going to get blamed for this?
Oh, for sure. For sure. The Judgment Day is definitely imploding this time. I don't think they can put it off any longer. I think that maybe Liv coming back is going to help be the final straw, or it's going to happen once she's back. But I think they're kind of holding off for Liv.
Mm-hmm. Jey Uso talks to Paul Heyman backstage, and Jey says that all he cares about is himself. And then Paul Heyman wishes Jey Uso good luck tonight. Then we have our main event, Jey Uso and the WWE World Champion CM Punk taking on Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. Both teams brawl to the floor, and they get a double count out. After the match, Division attack both Jey Uso and CM Punk until Logan Paul comes out. And it looks like he's going to help out CM Punk, but he knocks out CM Punk with a brass knuckle right hand. And then Paul Heyman looks nervous at Logan Paul, but Paul just hands over the knuckles to... Logan Paul hands over the knuckles to Paul Heyman. And it looks like Logan Paul wants to work with Division. What do you think?
Yeah. I thought this was cool. Maybe we're going to get Logan Paul a little more full-time, which... I would be happy with that. I really think he's a good heel. I like Logan Paul, and he's a really good wrestler. So I'm excited to see what happens with him in the Division and how he'll elevate having Paul Heyman, because who better than Paul Heyman to have in your corner?
Who better than Canyon? Yeah, decent episode overall. We really didn't get too much. The big surprise of Logan Paul, citing being a heel, but
I'm humble.
that I guess. With that, make sure you check out our other videos that we have dropping. The Attitude Years Season 4. We cover both Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views. We also do special events covering like NXT, TNA, AEW sometimes. So make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And until next time, stay safe
And stay uncensored.